Hey, here's a quick video update for you guys. Exciting developments in the Mizzou Navigator world, I guess. We've been celebrating as a team leading up to the last 3 weeks how God has been answering our prayers, and we're seeing all of the things that we asked Him for. We asked the Lord for our student leaders to be sharing the gospel on a weekly basis, and God was doing that. All of our student leaders were sharing the gospel for at least 10 minutes and pairing up to do that a week, at least 10 minutes a week, and God was doing that. We asked God that our students would embrace the vision of reading the Bible with their non-believing friends, and God had answered that, I think, within the first month of this semester. All of our student leaders, every single one of them, are reading the Bible with a non-believing friend. Simple ministry focuses that God was just giving us, and that has been so much fun for my team of students and my staff team as well, for the Lord to just be faithful in that. And thank you guys for praying for those things as well. I think the Lord has been doing a lot, just making our ministry feel like a family of people who have the same ambition in mind, kind of the family business. And it's been a joy for all of them to just move toward the family business together. The current situation is, this is my life now. This is my workspace. I minister on this thing just about all day long. It's the same amount of work. I'm meeting with students and connecting with my staff team and helping them be successful, just with greater inefficiencies and with this screen separating us. And I think as a team, we just kind of are mourning some of the loss of face-to-face relationships. And I would say I personally am mourning what could be as a result of those face-to-face relationships. Like, obviously, I care greatly about my students that I meet with, but I care very deeply about the non-believing people they are ministering to and what God could do through those relationships. And I know this is an added challenge for their lives. I think Isaiah 45, 7-8 is just really spoken to me in this. It says, I form light and create darkness. I make well-being and create calamity. I am the Lord who does all these things. Shower, O heavens, from above, and let the clouds rain down righteousness. Let the earth be open, that salvation and righteousness may bear fruit. Let all the earth cause them both to sprout. I, the Lord, have created it. That's Isaiah 45, 7 and 8. And that's kind of how I look at this. God is in control of calamity and well-being. And this is kind of calamity for our nation. And I'm just asking and pleading with the Lord, would you shower salvation down in the midst of it, just like you were talking about in the time of Isaiah. That's my hope for my ministry. That's my hope for all of your relatives and your friends who are stuck in isolation too. He's in this, and wow, I just can't wait to see how this unfolds for our nation and what He is doing through this. We all will get to discover it together. If you could pray for our ministry, I would ask you to pray that our students would continue to engage, especially the non-believing ones, that they would continue to engage in reading the scriptures with our students, which is happening, which is really fun. But they're isolated and they can easily have excuses. So that'd be one, is the continuing engagement. Would you pray that God would bless our large group gatherings as they're online now? God would help us combat that isolation. And a lot of our students came to know Jesus in college. They don't have believing families back home, and it's really hard for them to be in an environment where they were known as non-believers, and they do feel really alone. So if there's a third thing I'd ask you guys to pray for, is that as they seek to overcome some of the things that accompany isolation, that God would bring health in their lives in the midst of it. Some of our students don't even have parents. They came to know Jesus, and we are their family. So help them stay connected to their family and stay connected to the body of Christ, if you'd pray for that. And if you could pray for my family. We're in the midst of learning how to homeschool and continuing to do our job from a distance. Jen is upstairs right now with the kids, finishing up our school day. I'm going to get off of this and engage with them. That is certainly a learning experience for our family, and affects a lot of things, especially our kids. They just miss their teachers, and there's tears from them, which has been kind of interesting, and a whole new experience of having their parents teach them. So you can pray for that as well. And we'd love to hear your prayer requests. If you'd like to send those to us, give us a call, send us an email. We'd love to pray with you on the phone. Thanks for being in it with us, guys.